Until now, though, I didn't really have much of an idea where in the field I wanted to go. Just science is a pretty broad category of jobs. Certainly mentioned earlier focused my thoughts. If something I've only pondered before, I'd not considered I'd not seriously considered following this specific path. Looking into it as a just focused on preparing for the day's lessons was my approach. It's the same every day. Good morning. Looks over the portraying his amount of surprise is clearly based by his typical awkward smile. Morning, Nikai. Can I help you? You mind if I ask you something? Looks down at his messy pile of books on his desk for putting down the papers in his hand and standing up with some difficulty to properly address me. That's what I'm here for, after all. Ask away. I was wondering, what do you say the motivation is behind teaching? Thanks on this question for a few moments for responding, evidently far from having a prepared answer. You talk to 10 different teachers, then you get 10 different answers to that question. Well, I can only speak for myself. I think I'd say that I teach because, he sinks into a thought again. Gravitating the way he finishes to bring his idea. Think of it this way. When you were a child, you probably played with sticks and pebbles and moving water, such as the gutter or puddles, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people do that when they're young. Well, it's not when they're young for some. Though it does take it in another form. The point is, though, when one is doing that, they're curious about how the water will flow or be changed. Everyone, even at young age, finishes and amazed with wonderment at how the world works around them, even in its smallest forms. There's over that sense of wonderment at the universe. Even just reading about new discoveries or class experiments gives me a new sense of how marvelous everything is, from the farthest stars to the smallest puddle. I just hope that I can give others a piece of that small wonderful I feel. If I can do that, even just one person, I think I can be happy as a teacher. Treasure says he mentally reviews what he said. I feel like I understand him better now. He was awkward around others. He doesn't want to be around them and offer them a piece of himself he values. They told me yesterday rings my ears. I think you get on well with others. She always say I was unusually curious. Sorry there's a little meandering. Does that answer your question? It does. Thanks. Also another question, actually. Oh? What might that be? Do you have any college brochures or guides? It's about time I started getting some applications in. He nods and been down to look at his desk. He does so. I notice he's wearing a markedly genuine smile. I don't think I've really seen them act like this neutral around the others. Perhaps isn't moved to the science. Perhaps this isn't moved to the science. The science. Because the science is a new title now. Okay. He's not moved to the teacher anymore. No. He's moved to the science. Great job, me. You just can't read today at all, can you? Apparently that is the case. Okay, hopefully I can read this properly this time instead of the science. Okay. Perhaps this isn't Muto the teacher, but rather Muto the person. Here, if you need any more, feel free to ask. There's been half a dozen brochures and booklets of varying sizes and colors, which I take eagerly. These will be this information I'll use to forward my own future. I think now, after all this time and all these trials, I've only to see with a big picture of my life ahead of me. But I may be like this, but mine is still very much able. Thank you. The science! I'm not gonna get over this. This episode. Maybe next episode, but I don't know. This is strange. A single thought raced my mind and kept some more time since my life here began. It was either way as regard a couple question, I was labeling something with those three words make it go away. Or at least not thinking about it any farther. Therefore my heart tracks feels blurry each time I try to remember it. My mind struggles here with all the events that keep suddenly happening around me since. I heard somewhere that this is what it feels like to be left stranded in a country with only only the most basic understanding of the local language. Indeed, when I think about it, this seems like a marvelously apt analogy for what's happened to me. Situations are supposed to make you feel incapable that language is very fast, or that you're supposed to learn it. You're supposed to learn it in order to survive, but in another way. Situations can sink or swim. I whenever really managed to swim after all this time. It stresses me out a lot, even though they're finally coming to an end. I remained in Muto's favor, and some of the direction I've remained in Muto's favor and have some sort of direction for my future now. I hate using that stupid, meaningless phrase. This is strange. It's really amazing how fast someone comes to accept being surrounded with people with some incredibly jarring disabilities and conditions. So much so that why I feel so much like a foreigner. Certainly for lack of socialization of friends, I wouldn't know most of my classmates on first name terms. And know a few others around the school, whether they're missing an arm or a leg. Students here are just like anyone else of their age. I can never reach the halls once I lost myself with a needs that I'm not expected to ever have, thanks to the school's logical layout. And I get to my teachers and come to a conversation. I swirled on gently the tea in my cup. Affected into my face becoming disordered by the moving liquid. This is strange. I used to hate drinking tea. Maybe I'm thinking too much. There's sound of china rattling from a teacup, touching an accompanying saucer rings out. Something the matter? Don't worry, it's nothing. Oh, okay. I thought we were like in the tea room or something, but no. Take a long sip of tea in front of me as the girls do. Living at the time in Louie's room, sipping tea with her and Nako feels familiar, almost nostalgic. So how's your newspaper club going, Nako? I want to know it too. Sounds like it would be quite interesting. Nako's face turns down the attention placed upon her, although a smile delays the fact that he genuinely likes being the center of interest for the two of us. It's good. I think I'm getting better at it. Me and a few of our friends handle most of the jobs, getting the stories and stuff. I do the computer things, like putting the stories together and getting it printed. It's nice. I can sit and concentrate. Louie's low-tech nature is shared by Anako. Sitting in a room compiling other other people's newspaper articles and documents shouldn't strike me as overly outgoing. It is heartening to see her widening circle of friends. Baby steps, I guess. It's probably a bit much to expect her to become a socialite legally. How are you finding Naomi? I heard she can be quite troublesome at times. Liz got into mothering mode over Nako. Then you go over something she's had to learn. Nako scratches her cheek, thinking on her answer. Naomi's nice. She's a bit loud sometimes, and a bit tiring. But she's really helpful. Her friends are nice too. That's wonderful to hear, Nako. I'm glad you found that source of such enjoyment. Lee's smile. If I drag on this, it's gonna last in an episode, which is not soon. Lee's smile is warm and genuine, but I can sense a touch of wistfulness to it as well. Nako seems to miss that entirely, but I don't think for a second that I'm imagining it. Lily's warm. Could this be a thing? Like, where Ice pronounce things stupidly? It's a thing. Because just on this episode alone, it's a thing. First was Muto, the science, and now it's Lily's warm. What do I say to this? I don't know. I think it's a sign that I need to go and record Partners in Time. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this a little bit early, record another one, and then go do Partners in Time. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know why I had to say it, because this information will be long irrelevant to you, even if you care at the point, even if you really care at this point anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now, because rambling is a thing I do, and I tend to do it a lot, and I need to stop doing that like I'm doing it right now, and in the episode, by next episode, things happen in the room, and I don't know. Rambling is what I do. Anyway.